Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Brain, the place where you can relax, listen, and grow your English step by step.
Hi, everyone. It's really good to have you here with us today. Thank you for choosing to spend your time improving your English with us.
Today, we're going to talk about something very important for real conversations: how to talk about your feelings in English.
And not just easy words like happy and sad. We're going to help you describe many different emotions in a simple, natural way so you can express yourself more clearly and connect with people more deeply.
If you sometimes feel something inside your heart or your mind, but you don't know how to say it in English, this episode is exactly for you.
And here's something interesting. When you learn to name your feelings in English, something powerful happens. You start to understand yourself better, and other people can understand you better too.
In a few minutes, we'll share a small daily practice that takes only 1 minute, but can completely change how confident you feel when talking about emotions in English. So stay with us, listen slowly, and try to answer some of our questions quietly in your head or out loud.
And before we start, if you enjoy learning English with calm, clear conversations like this one, please like this video, subscribe to the English Brain, and share it with a friend who is also learning. Your like and your subscription tell the platform that this kind of content is helpful, and it helps more learners around the world find us. So thank you in advance for that small action. All right, Lena. Let's begin with a very simple, personal question. How are you feeling right now at this exact moment?
That's a good question, Noah. Right now, I'm feeling really good. I'm calm, I'm focused, and honestly, I'm excited to talk about emotions with you and with our listeners.
Excited and calm at the same time. That's an interesting mix. I feel happy to be here and also a little thoughtful because emotions are a deep topic. They touch everyone's life every single day.
Exactly. And you know what? You just used 4 different emotion words in one answer: excited, calm, happy, and thoughtful. That shows something important.
What does it show?
It shows that we don't feel just one thing at a time. Often we feel a mix of emotions. And when you can name that mix in English, your communication becomes richer and more real.
Listeners, here comes your micro challenge number 2. If you can, pause for just a moment and say one sentence quietly or out loud. Right now, I feel, and then choose a word like happy, tired, relaxed, curious, or nervous.
Don't worry if it's simple. Simple sentences are powerful sentences. The important thing is that you say it, not just think it. Speaking helps your brain remember.
All right, let's start building your emotion vocabulary step by step. We'll begin with the most common feeling that almost everyone knows: happy.
So, Noah, when do you feel happy?
I feel happy when I spend time with my family, when I drink a really good cup of coffee in the morning, and when I finish a task that I was worried about. What about you?
I feel happy when I see comments from our viewers saying they learned something new. I feel happy when the sun is shining after many gray days. And I feel happy when I cook a meal and it tastes really good.
Those are all very real, everyday examples. And that's the key. Connect emotion words to your real life, not to a textbook.
There are other words similar to happy, like glad and pleased, but happy is the most common and useful for beginners and intermediate learners.
Now, Lena, what is the opposite of happy?
The opposite is sad. I feel sad when a close friend is going through a difficult time and I can't help them. I feel sad when I watch a very emotional movie or hear a very touching story.
I feel sad on dark, rainy days sometimes, especially if I have to stay inside all day and I can't go outside for a walk. The weather affects my mood.
That's very honest. Many people feel the same way, but they don't always say it. Now, there is another useful word that is close to sad, upset.
Yes, upset is interesting. It can mean sad or a little angry or a mix of both.
For example, I feel upset when someone speaks to me in a rude or unkind way. I'm not only sad, I also feel a little angry and hurt at the same time.
Or if a friend cancels plans with me at the last second without a good reason, I might feel upset. It's not full anger, but it's not just sadness either. It's somewhere in between.
Listeners, micro challenge number 2. Think of one situation that makes you happy and one situation that makes you sad. If you can, say 2 sentences quietly or out loud. I feel happy when, and I feel sad when.
Take your time. There is no rush. This is your learning journey, and you control the speed.
Now let's move to a stronger emotion, angry.
Many people don't like this feeling, and some people feel uncomfortable even saying the word angry. But everyone feels angry sometimes, and that is completely normal and human.
I feel angry when I see someone being treated unfairly, especially if they cannot defend themselves. Injustice makes me angry.
I feel angry when people drive dangerously and put other people's lives at risk. Or when someone is very rude to a waiter, a cleaner, or another worker. It feels wrong, and it makes me angry.
There are other words we can use that are a little softer or more specific than angry. One very important word is frustrated.
Frustrated is when you try to do something again and again, but it doesn't work. You feel blocked, tired, and a little angry all at the same time.
For example, I feel frustrated when my computer freezes or crashes and I lose my work. I try again and again, but nothing changes.
I feel frustrated when I try to explain something clearly to someone, but they don't understand, and I don't know how to make it clearer. I feel stuck.
Another word is annoyed. Annoyed is smaller and lighter than angry. It's for small, repeated problems.
Like when a fly is near your face again and again, or when someone chews food very loudly next to you in a quiet place, or when your internet connection keeps dropping during an important call.
So we have angry, big and strong, frustrated, blocked and tired, annoyed, small irritation.
Next, let's talk about being scared.
We can say scared or afraid. They are very similar, and you can use them in the same situations.
I'm afraid of big spiders. Even small spiders make me uncomfortable, but big ones really scare me.
I'm afraid of very high places, like standing at the edge of a tall building or a cliff and looking straight down. My body tenses up.
There is also nervous.
Nervous is when you feel a little scared or worried before something happens, like a test, a job interview, a first date, or even the first day at a new job.
When I feel nervous, my hands get a little cold or sweaty, my heart beats faster, and I feel like butterflies are in my stomach.
That phrase, butterflies in my stomach, is a very common way native speakers describe nervousness. It's a nice image.
Another important word is worried.
Worried is when your mind is very busy with a problem or a fear. You think about it again and again, even when you try to stop.
I feel worried when someone I love is sick, and I don't know if they will be okay. I think about it all day.
I feel worried when I have an important deadline and I'm not sure I can finish on time. The thought stays in my mind like a heavy cloud.
There's also a stronger version, anxious.
Anxious is like nervous and worried together, but often longer and stronger. It can feel like a weight on your chest.
Many people feel anxious before big life changes, like moving to a new city, starting a new job, or waiting for important news, like medical test results.
Listeners, here's another small challenge. Say this quietly if you can. I feel nervous when, and I feel worried about.
Remember, it's okay if the sentences are short. You are training your brain to connect English words with your real emotions. That connection is more important than perfect grammar.
Now let's move back to some positive, energetic feelings.
Excited is a great one. It's a happy, energetic feeling about something in the future.
I feel excited before a holiday, before I travel somewhere new, or before I meet friends I haven't seen for a long time.
I feel excited before recording an episode when I know the topic will really help our listeners. I feel that energy in my body.
There is also a quieter, gentler word, content.
Content means calm and satisfied. You feel good, peaceful, and you don't need anything more in that moment.
For example, on a Sunday afternoon, when I finish all my work, sit on the sofa with a warm cup of tea and a good book, and the sun is coming through the window, I feel content.
After a nice long dinner with family, when everyone is relaxed, talking softly and laughing, I feel content. It's a soft, peaceful kind of happiness.
Now, let's talk about tiredness, because this is something almost everyone feels.
Tired is very common. I feel tired at the end of a long workday, especially if I had many meetings or many difficult tasks.
There is a stronger word, exhausted. That means very, very tired. You have no energy left at all.
For example, after moving to a new house and carrying heavy boxes up and down stairs all day, I feel completely exhausted. I can barely move.
Or after a long week with too many responsibilities and too little sleep, I feel exhausted on Friday night. My body and my mind both need rest.
Another common feeling is surprised.
Surprised is when something happens that you did not expect. It can be a good surprise or a bad surprise.
If a friend gives you a thoughtful gift for no special reason, you feel pleasantly surprised. Your eyes open wide and you smile.
If there is a sudden loud noise behind you, like a car horn or someone dropping something, you feel surprised in a scary way. Your body jumps.
When the surprise is very big and shocking, you can say, shocked.
Shocked is very strong. For example, if you win a lot of money in a competition you didn't expect to win, or if you hear very unexpected news, good or bad, you feel shocked.
Another useful feeling word is confused.
Confused means you don't understand something. Your thoughts are mixed up or unclear.
I feel confused when instructions are not clear, like when I buy furniture and the pictures in the manual don't match the pieces I have.
I feel confused sometimes when I try a new recipe in English and the measurements are in cups and ounces instead of grams. I have to stop and think and search online.
Now, let's talk about lonely.
Lonely is a sad, heavy feeling. It means you feel alone, even if other people are physically around you. You want real connection with someone.
When I moved to a new city for work, I felt very lonely at first because I didn't know anyone and I missed my old friends and family.
Loneliness is a difficult feeling, but talking about it can help. Sometimes just saying, I feel lonely to a friend or family member makes it a little lighter.
A nice, hopeful feeling to talk about next is hopeful.
Hopeful is a positive feeling about the future. You believe good things can happen even if right now things are difficult.
I feel hopeful about my English when I practice a little every day and I notice small improvements, like understanding a new word or saying a sentence more smoothly.
I feel hopeful when I see our listeners trying hard, even when it's difficult. Your effort gives me hope that everyone can improve their English.
There is also proud.
Proud is a warm, strong feeling when you or someone you love does something good or achieves something meaningful.
I feel proud when I finish a big project that took a long time and a lot of effort. I can look at it and say, I did that.
I feel proud of our listeners when they write comments in English, even if they make small mistakes. Every comment shows courage and effort.
Now, let's look at embarrassed.
Many people know this feeling very well. You feel embarrassed when you do something silly, awkward, or wrong in front of other people, and your face gets hot and red.
For example, when you say the wrong word loudly in a quiet room, or when you wave at someone and then realize they were waving at the person behind you.
I once said the wrong person's name in an important meeting. I felt so embarrassed. My face turned red and I wanted to disappear.
That happened to me, too. I called my teacher Mom once in school when I was young. I still remember that embarrassed feeling.
It's a very human feeling. Everyone has embarrassing moments. Talking about them later can even be funny.
Another common feeling is bored.
Bored is when nothing around you is interesting. Your mind feels empty and you don't know what to do with your time.
I feel bored sometimes on very long train or bus rides when I forget to bring a book or my phone battery dies.
I feel bored in long meetings when people repeat the same information again and again, and I can't leave.
Next, let's talk about jealous.
Jealous is when you want something that someone else has, and you feel a little bad or uncomfortable about it.
If my friend buys a new phone or a new car, and I really want it too, I might feel a little jealous. It's not a nice feeling, but it's normal sometimes.
The important thing is not to let jealousy control you. You can notice the feeling, name it, I feel a little jealous, and then let it go.
A nicer, more positive feeling is impressed.
Impressed means you think something is very good, skillful, or admirable.
For example, I feel impressed when I meet someone who speaks 3, 4, or 5 languages fluently. I think, wow, that's amazing.
I feel impressed when a friend works very hard over many months and finally achieves a difficult goal, like running a marathon or finishing a degree.
Another useful word is relieved.
Relieved is the feeling that comes after worry or fear when you finally find out that everything is okay.
For example, you think you lost your wallet, but then you find it in your bag. Immediately, you feel relieved.
Or you wait nervously for exam results or medical test results. And when they come back good, you feel a huge wave of relief. It's like a heavy weight lifts off your shoulders.
Now let's talk about disappointed.
Disappointed is like sadness, but it's specifically about something you hoped for or expected that didn't happen.
If you plan a picnic with friends for weeks, but on the day it rains heavily and you have to cancel, you feel disappointed.
If a close friend promises to visit you but cancels at the last minute without a good reason, you feel disappointed. It's a letdown.
Now, another emotional word that's important to understand is guilty.
Guilty is when you believe you did something wrong and you feel bad or heavy inside because of it.
I feel guilty if I promise to call a friend and then I forget. Later, when I remember, I feel guilty.
I feel guilty if I eat the last piece of cake and I know someone else wanted it. It's a small thing, but I still feel bad.
A stronger, heavier word is ashamed.
Ashamed is guilt plus embarrassment. You feel very bad about something you did and you don't want other people to know about it. It's a heavy emotion, so we use it more carefully and in more serious situations.
Now, let's talk about a very nice, positive feeling. Curious. Curious means you want to know more. You want to learn. You want to explore. You're interested.
I feel curious about other cultures, about how people live in different countries, what they eat, what they believe, how they celebrate.
I feel curious about new learning methods and new technology. I always want to try new things and see how they work.
Another warm, beautiful feeling is grateful or thankful.
Grateful means you appreciate something or someone. You notice the good things in your life and you feel thankful for them.
I feel grateful for my family, for my friends, for my health, and for small things like clean water, a warm home, and food on my table.
I feel grateful for our listeners and for the chance to talk with you, Lena, every week. It's a gift.
Two more important words that many learners need: anxious and overwhelmed.
We mentioned anxious earlier. It's similar to nervous and worried together, but it's often longer, stronger, and harder to control.
Many people feel anxious before big life changes, like moving, getting married, starting a new job, or waiting for important news.
Some people also feel anxious in social situations, like parties or public speaking. Their heart beats fast, and they feel like they can't breathe easily.
Overwhelmed is when you have too many tasks, too many emotions, or too much information all at the same time. You don't know where to start. You feel stuck, frozen, maybe even a little panicked.
On Monday mornings, when I open my email and see 50 new messages and a long to-do list, I sometimes feel overwhelmed. I just sit and stare at the screen.
When I have too many responsibilities at home and at work at the same time, I feel overwhelmed. The best thing to do then is to choose just one small task and start there.
If you feel anxious or overwhelmed about learning English, that is completely normal. Many learners feel that way. You are not alone.
The important thing is to take small steps. One word, one sentence, one short practice session at a time. Small steps, repeated often, create big progress. Now let's slow down and review a few of the more complex emotion words we talked about today. We'll explain them again in very simple language.
First, frustrated.
You try to do something, but it doesn't work. You try again and again, but still nothing works. You feel blocked, tired, and a little angry.
Example, I feel frustrated when my internet connection is very slow and I can't send an important email.
Second, content.
You are calm, peaceful, and satisfied. You don't need anything more right now. Everything feels okay.
Example, after a good meal with my family, sitting together, I feel content.
Third, relieved.
You were worried or scared about something. Then you find out everything is okay. You feel a big, relaxing breath leave your body.
Example, I thought I lost my keys, but I found them. I feel so relieved.
Fourth, disappointed.
You wanted something. You hoped for it, but it didn't happen. You feel let down and a little sad.
Example, I was disappointed when my favorite concert was canceled at the last minute.
Fifth, grateful.
You see something good in your life and you feel thankful for it. You appreciate it deeply.
Example, I feel grateful for my health, my family, and for this warm cup of tea.
Sixth, embarrassed.
You do something silly or awkward in front of other people. Your face gets hot and red. You want to hide.
Example, I was embarrassed when I walked into the wrong classroom and everyone stared at me.
Listeners, choose one of these 6 words and try to make a sentence about your own life. For example, I was embarrassed yesterday when, or I feel grateful for.
If you can, say it out loud. Even if no one is listening, speaking helps your brain create stronger memory patterns.
Now let's talk about mindset, because this is very important for learners.
Many learners think, my English is bad, and they feel ashamed, anxious, or discouraged.
But feeling these emotions when you learn something difficult is completely normal. Learning a language is one of the hardest things a human brain can do. You are not alone in this struggle.
Instead of saying, my English is bad, try saying, my English is improving slowly, or I'm learning step by step, or I'm doing my best.
These small changes in the words you say to yourself can change how you feel about your progress.
Every time you name a feeling in English, whether it's happy,
tired, nervous, or grateful. You are building your future English self.
That future self is the version of you who can talk freely and naturally about life, work, family, and emotions without freezing or translating in your head.
Imagine that future self for a moment. Close your eyes if you can. Picture yourself 6 months from now, 1 year from now. Someone asks you in English, "How do you feel about your new job?" Or, "How are you feeling today?" And you answer easily, clearly, naturally. I feel excited, but also a little nervous. I'm hopeful about the future. I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Simple sentences, but very clear, very honest, and very human.
To help you move toward that future self, here is a small daily routine that takes only 1 minute but is very powerful.
Once a day, maybe in the morning, maybe before bed, ask yourself in English, how do I feel right now?
And then answer with 1 or 2 sentences. For example, I feel tired but happy. I feel calm and content. I feel worried about my test tomorrow. I feel grateful for my family.
If you like writing, you can keep a small feeling diary or emotion journal in English. Write just 1 or 2 sentences each day.
This practice is powerful because it connects English to your real emotional life, not just to grammar exercises or vocabulary lists.
Your brain remembers words better when they are connected to real feelings and real experiences.
All right, Noah, I think we've covered many emotions today.
We really have. Let's do a quick summary of the main feeling words we practiced.
We started with the basics: happy, sad, angry, scared.
Then we learned more specific words: frustrated, annoyed, nervous, worried, anxious, excited, content, tired, exhausted.
We also talked about surprised, shocked, confused, lonely, hopeful, proud, embarrassed, bored, jealous, impressed, relieved, disappointed, guilty, ashamed, curious, grateful, and overwhelmed.
That's a lot of words, but you don't need to memorize all of them today. Choose 5 or 6 that are most useful for your life and practice those first.
Now let's finish with our question of the day. This is very important because it helps you practice and it helps you feel part of this learning community.
Today's question is, what is one emotion you feel often in your daily life? And why do you feel it?
Maybe you often feel tired because you work long hours or you have small children. Maybe you often feel curious because you love learning new things. Maybe you often feel hopeful because you believe your English will improve.
Please write your answer in the comments below this video. Use this simple pattern. I often feel because.
For example, I often feel hopeful because I practice English a little every day and I see progress.
Or, I often feel anxious because I have many responsibilities, but I'm learning to take things step by step.
Or, I often feel grateful because I have good friends and a supportive family.
When you write your sentence in the comments, 3 good things happen. First, you practice using new emotion vocabulary. Second, you understand yourself a little better. Third, you help other learners see that we all share similar feelings.
And when you read other people's comments, you will see that many learners around the world feel the same things as you. You are part of a big, supportive community.
We read as many comments as we can, and every comment makes us feel happy and grateful. Your words matter to us.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. We know there are many videos you could watch, but you chose to be here with us, and that means a lot.
If this episode helped you feel calmer, more confident, or more motivated about learning English, please like the video, subscribe to The English Brain, and click the bell icon so you don't miss our next conversation.
Share this video with a friend, a classmate, or a family member who is also learning English. You might change the way they think about expressing emotions.
Keep practicing, keep noticing your feelings, keep naming them in English, and keep believing in yourself.
You are doing more than you think. Every word you learn, every sentence you say, every episode you listen to is building your future English self.
That's all for today from The English Brain.
Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
See you next time. Take care.